and welcome to the middle school math for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. This year we're going to be doing some things a little bit different. So this video is going to explain to you exactly how things are going to be run, what will be expected of you, how you're going to access your homework, and also what part your parents are going to play in this whole learning experience. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and just remember that you can look back at it anytime. It's going to be posted and stay posted on YouTube, and you will also be taking the notes down on your note sheet that you will also keep in your binders for your future reference. Okay, thanks, and here we go. Okay, so this is how you're going to access your homework assignment videos. You're going to go to YouTube, and you're going to go to the search bar up top, and you're going to type in St. Nicholas Math, and then either click enter on the keyboard or click search right here. So fortunately, I'm coming up right on top here. It's St. Nicholas Math channel. You can see your textbooks right here. You can also subscribe if you have an account. So you're going to click on that. And right here, you will go to where it says videos. And since I didn't add any videos yet, there is no drop-down menu, but there will be a drop-down menu once I will have playlists. And you're going to scroll right under here. There will be a drop-down menu that says playlists. You're going to click on that. That will take you to 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade playlist. And you will click on your respective grade, and you will search for the chapter and the section that we're doing, that I have assigned to you, and you will be able to find the video. So while you're watching the video, instead of just kicking back and watching it as if you're doing it just for fun, you're going to have to fill out a note sheet very similar to the one that I gave you now. That will help you take notes to use in class the next day. It will also prove to me that you actually watch the video, and then you will also do a sample problem while watching the video, so it will give you a chance to try a little bit of the material on your own, also with my virtual help. You can watch the video as many times as it takes you to understand the lesson, and your parents can also watch the video with you in order to help you do your homework or study for tests or quizzes or review. And when you're finished with the worksheet at home, you're going to have to get it signed by your parents, because that will further prove to me that you watched the video and that you did the note sheet all on your own instead of just copying out of somebody or making things up. Not that any of you would do that, hopefully not. So all of this all together, you might ask, why do we have to do it this way now? But this will help you to work at your own pace. So you're neither bored nor struggling, because some of you in some classes might have felt like you just wish that they could go slower, or you wish that you would just move on to the next thing. And this will allow you to do this at your own pace, and pretty soon we're all going to split up into our own groups and be able to do that. So what are you actually going to need to bring to class with you? Again, this is going to be a little bit different than what you might be used to. The first and foremost, you're going to have to bring your note sheet from last night's homework assignment. We'll be giving them to you in class, assigning you the video. You're going to take the notes in the way that we just talked about in the previous scene, and you're going to bring them back the next day and I will check it as a homework assignment. It will be worth 3 points and it has to be signed by your parents. Now, if you're doing your note sheet at home and you are still not clear about something that I talked about in the video, don't worry about it. I will answer all of your questions in class and help you and your group to work on your in-class assignment. Now, that being said, if you guys misbehave in your group work is going to be a privilege, not necessarily a right. So if you misbehave, you will not be allowed to work together anymore. So don't let that happen to you. The next thing that you're going to need is a 1-inch binder. A bigger one will be just fine, but 1-inch binder at least, I would say. Whatever color you want, doesn't matter if it's really fancy or not. But you will fill it up with 1/4-inch graph paper. And you will also put your note sheets and returned assignments, tests, quizzes, everything else that we do into the binder. This way, nothing is falling out of your folder and everything is right there where you need it, when you need it. The next thing you're going to need is obviously a pencil. Again, doesn't really matter what kind it is as long as it works. And I would also prefer that if you're using a regular pencil that needs to be sharpened, that you would bring your own little sharpener with you. You can get them at just about any store these days because they're quieter and you will not have to keep on bugging me to get out of your seat and make a lot of noise while the pencil is sharpening. Obviously, if you don't have one of those little pencil sharpeners, you will be allowed to sharpen your pencil. Very important for math class is a good eraser. Make sure you pick something that you like because you will probably be using it quite a bit. And you're going to need colored pens, pencils, and highlighters, or highlighters. That will help you color code some things. It will help us with graphing and just highlighting different steps in the notes. So if you're a very visual person, this will be absolutely priceless for you. Now, what happens if you forget something? If you forget one of these things, minus the binder or your homework assignment, you can borrow them from me. And you have to give me a 1/4 as a security deposit. I will give you the 1/4 back when you return the item that you borrowed. So basically this works just like the shopping carts at Aldi's, if you've ever been there. You put your 1/4 in, you use the card, you bring it back, you get your 1/4 back. If you don't bring it back, you don't get your 1/4 back. So like we said before, if you misbehave in class, you will first of all lose your group work privilege. And then if you will continue misbehaving, you might have to go to the principal's office, and it does not end there. I reserve the right to call your parents and to dock points on your behavior grade, as well as whatever assignment that you're currently doing. Now, as far as the grading is concerned, your final grade will include homework, classwork, tests, quizzes, projects, and behavior. The homework will most of the time consist of 3 points, as long as it's completed and signed. Classwork, tests, quizzes, and projects will depend on the difficulty and the volume of work that you will have to do for them. Most of the time they will not be less than 10 and no more than 50 or 60 points, but some big projects or tests can be upwards of 100, or some very little checkup quizzes could be about 5 points each. Again, just depends on the volume of work and the difficulty. And your behavior grade will just continue getting points deducted as you're misbehaving. And we'll talk about that more in detail once the class actually gets going. Now, a huge warning to all of you, especially those of you who don't remember to do things or continue losing things. You have to get all of your tests, quizzes, and other major assignments signed by your parents and bring them back to school within 2 days after them being graded. So that means if I hand an assignment back to you on Monday, you have to bring it back to me on Wednesday. If I hand back the assignment to you on Friday, then you have to bring it back to me on Tuesday. For every day that you're late bringing it back, you will lose 1 point per day for up to 3 points. So I'm not going to deduct more than 3 points from you. If the assignment is not signed by 1 week after having been graded, I will call your parents about it, and I'm sure you don't want that happening. So, for example, if you took a quiz on Monday and the quiz was worth 15 points and you got 13 out of 15 on it, and this is on Monday, I give it back to you on Tuesday, so you find out you have about an 86%, and so you take it home. So Wednesday goes by, Thursday goes by. If you bring it back on Thursday, which is 2 days later, you will still keep your entire 13 out of 15 or 86%. Now, if you forget about it on Thursday and you still don't bring it back on Friday and you just bring it back on Monday, that is 2 days late, because Friday would have been 1 day late and Monday is 2 days late. So that is 13 minus 2 points for 2 days late, so which will leave us with 11 points. So now, instead of having a 13 out of 15, you have an 11 out of 15. And 11 out of 15 brings you down all the way to 73%, which is a lot lower than 86%. So, you're gonna want to bring those tests and quizzes and assignments back signed promptly. Okay, so dear parents and guardians, the only 3 things that I would ask you to cooperate with is, first of all, to allow your child to access YouTube so they can access the instructional videos, which is a very important part of how this class will be run. And the other thing is to please sign their homework note sheets so I know that they did it, and also to sign their tests, quizzes, and other major assignments within 2 days of them bringing them home, so your child does not lose any points unnecessarily. So, and if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. I will have my email address on this first note sheet that will be going home, and you can also always call the school. Thank you.